Hi everyone. Today I wanted to talk about a topic that I think is super important, which is how to navigate using the web on our phones without all the problems that come with it. The web has gotten a lot worse for phone users in the last few years. There's all these distractions, there's ads, there's trackers that follow you around and try to sell you stuff you don't need. It keeps you up at night. It just has like a lot of negative effects on mental health that I don't honestly think need to be there. Because guess what? There's some really simple tools that you can install that just make it all go away. And they're totally free too. So I don't see any reason why we shouldn't do it. So this is why I wanted to make this video, is to empower people like you who may or may not be like a technologist or may have not done all this research that I've done. Empower you to just live a calmer and more peaceful life on the web so that you don't have to be doom scrolling and stressing and treating your phone as this source of pain, but it actually can be a tool for empowering you to do the things you actually want to do with it. Okay, so number one, let's solve the problem of intrusive ads. So your friend sends you an article or you find one yourself and you're scrolling and it's just like ad after ad. It's so frustrating. And all I want to do is read this freaking article. So the solution is very simple. We're going to install this app called AdGuard, which is an extension for Safari on your phone. It's free. Here's how you set it up. Install it from the App Store and then open up the app and click through all the options. You open it in Safari settings, manage extensions, and then just switch on everything. Or at least I like to switch on everything. The reason I like to do that is because not only does it block the intrusive ads, but it also blocks trackers. Blocking trackers is important because the trackers are actually building this personalized profile of you, trying to sell you the exact perfect ad based on your personality and your behavior, and maybe even personal things about you that you don't really want them to know. So I think turning on all these settings is really important so you can block both ads and trackers. And now see, this website is so much cleaner. The article is just the article. That's exactly what I want. And you can thank me later for how much time I just saved you. Number two is video ads. So while AdGuard is actually really great at blocking ads on Safari and for browsing articles and stuff, it does not block YouTube ads. And let's have a look. Like, so for example, you open YouTube and the very first thing you see is a freaking ad. That's the very first thing. And then you scroll down through your feed. Maybe you want to watch this video over here. And guess what? There's an ad. And then you can't really skip it. You just have to watch it and like shake the screen and blah, 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 tacos. And then there's another ad. And this has gotten really frustrating. I remember the good old days of YouTube. You could just like open a video and watch it. So here's how we do that. Open up the App Store, search for this awesome browser called Brave. It actually has the ability to block YouTube ads. And in fact, it's so good that I just deleted the YouTube app entirely. I just use Brave now to watch all my YouTube videos. It actually even has more features, like it has picture-in-picture mode. It can play songs in the background without you having to look at the screen. Overall, pretty great. Like here's an example where you open this video, no ads. And then I'll show you a couple more examples of opening really any video. It doesn't matter how popular or big it is, no ads. Enjoy your ad-free video watching experience, even on my videos. Haha. Number three is bright screens ruining your sleep. Bright screens ruining your sleep? What the heck? What do bright screens have to do with sleeping? Well, it turns out we're human beings and we need to produce melatonin to go to sleep. But the light from our screens tricks our brain and our eyes into thinking that it's still daytime and suppresses melatonin production, thus making it harder to go to sleep at night and ruining our mental health. Very simple solution. We're going to install this cool extension called Dark Night. What it does is it turns every website into dark mode, whether that website supports dark mode or not. And it runs on a schedule, like you can configure it, which I do, to just run from like 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., for example. And during that time period, all websites will be dark so that you can be reading while not exposing yourself to a ton of harmful bright light in the evening. And that would actually improve your sleep. I use this a lot on my computer and on my phone. It makes it a lot easier to go to sleep when I'm not looking at these bright white lights every evening. And that's it. In just a couple minutes, you made your iPhone from this ad-infested mess into this clean, nice interface that doesn't ruin your sleep, that doesn't track you, and that doesn't distract you. I think it's really important, and I'm so glad that you were able to do the same thing that I'm able to do with these free tools. Before we end for today, I have an ask for you. Given that it's so freaking easy to do this, it's a real damn shame that only 15% of people, that means 85% of people are not doing this. Only 15% of people have ad blockers on their phones. I think that's awful. I really wish for you to have a more calmer life on the internet, and I wish you can spread it to your family and friends so that they can have it too. And especially for our youth who are most vulnerable to the negative impacts of ads, tracking, and sleep disruption. So please share this knowledge, whether that be in person or by sharing this video or orally. I don't really care. I just want you to get this tiny 15% number up as high as possible, and we can do that together. Thanks for watching, and I wish you a calm and peaceful rest of your evening. Bye bye.